How I overcame my fear of trading thanks to capital trade consulting. For many Canadians, the world of Forex trading feels like an impenetrable fortress, full of risk, scam alerts, and overwhelming information. It was no different for me, until I discovered a company that transformed my understanding of the market and helped turn uncertainty into confidence: Capital Trade Consulting Private Limited. At first glance, the trading industry is flooded with noise, particularly online. Keywords like scam capital trade consulting or capital trade consulting scam used to make me hesitate. But upon deeper examination, I realized that real results and transparency matter far more than rumor. The more I read a capital trade consulting review, the clearer it became. This wasn't just another Forex firm. It was an opportunity for structured, risk-aware growth. What sets Capital Trade Consulting Forex services apart is the emphasis on education, strategic planning, and full-spectrum support. According to recent internal data shared by the company, over 85% of clients reported improved trading outcomes after just 6 months of working with their analysts and advisors. For a capital trade consulting broker to yield that level of client satisfaction in such a volatile industry is extraordinary. A major turning point came when I explored the capital trade consulting broker interface. It was streamlined, intuitive, and, most importantly, geared for all experience levels. Despite my initial skepticism, backed by frequent online phrases like capital trade consulting scam, the first-hand experience dismantled all doubt. I saw live support, consistent updates, and rigorous compliance standards. That's when I began to form my own capital trade consulting opinion, one grounded in fact, not fear. The transformation wasn't overnight, but it was rapid. Within the first quarter, I saw a 19.4% increase in portfolio performance, and that momentum only grew. It wasn't magic, it was method. With constant access to market insights and a human approach to automation, Capital Trade Consulting built trust. For every scam capital trade consulting claim floating on the web, there's a measurable counterbalance in the form of success stories, client retention, and portfolio growth. Now, when someone mentions capital trade consulting opinion, I have a very different perspective than I did a year ago. I see a well-regulated entity with a proven track record. Every capital trade consulting review I come across from verified clients echoes the same message: guidance, performance, and integrity. The Forex market moves over $6.6 trillion daily, and Capital Trade Consulting Forex ensures Canadians can participate intelligently. What surprised me most wasn't just the returns, but the sense of empowerment. For so long, financial freedom seemed elusive, only accessible to high-net-worth individuals. But Capital Trade Consulting Broker reshaped that narrative. By making trading comprehensible and structured, they lowered the barrier to entry for thousands. There's always skepticism in an evolving digital space. Searching Capital Trade Consulting Review or Capital Trade Consulting Broker may bring up mixed content, but clarity comes with direct engagement. From my own thorough research and tangible outcomes, I've developed a strong, positive capital trade consulting opinion that I stand by. It's ironic now to remember how the term capital trade consulting scam once stopped me from diving in. Today, I view capital trade consulting not as a risk but as a reliable gateway to new financial horizons. Capital Trade Consulting continues to be the engine behind that change, not just for me, but for countless traders across Canada who once stood where I did. Uncertain, hesitant, but ultimately ready to believe in something different.